Hello, everyone. We are live with another episode of the Fright Night Podcast. And our guest should be arriving here soon. And it looks like our guest is here. Join in, Jack. There you are. Can you hear me? He is joining here, ladies and gentlemen. I think gotta wait on him a minute. It's okay. As they say, patience is virtue. Wait, patience is a virtue. Well, we lost him here. I'll try adding him again. Hold on, Jack. I'm trying to add you again. Jack Sparrow. I've invited our guest here, ladies and gentlemen. I do apologize for a delay. Maybe it's an internet interference. You know, sometimes these things are flunky and clunky. I'm hoping we do get Jack on here soon. I hope that. I think it's just an internet thing, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yeah. God love the technology, man. Don't you know? It's what our world advances to. Okay. I'm adding you again. Oh?
Can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello.
It is the one and only Jack Graves. Hello, sir. I am Mr. Diggle. Welcome to Fright Nights.
Good to be here.
Well, sir. Well, first question, I think I'll start off right off the bat. I kind of added more questions than I did on my other one. I just recently added more, so you'll be the first one to try out these new ones per se. If they are the same as last ones, that's understandable. What brought you and your family to e-fetting? Because I notice you guys are well known and not just one place, but quite a few places. What brought you into the e-fetting world?
Well, for anybody that knows us, knows that we love violence and we love to fight. So, perfect environment.
Indeed. And speaking of violence, you are an owner and operator of your own little organization, correct?
Indeed.
What can you tell us about that? What brought you to bring up IZW, a growing brand that is still growing to this day, and it seems like a lot of bangers have been put out there, and a lot of people love it. What is it about this brand that you just brought? Hey, walk us through this.
No, just something that was thought about for a little while. Just figured it gives everybody a little bit of taste of what Jack has in store.
And I can say you have done a great job, sir, as a GM and an operator, and I really, truly believe that IZW is going to go far.
We're going to try.
And you just had a big pay-per-view, well, not too long ago.
Yes, indeed. Very interesting.
What was I noticed you have named your pay-per-views after a lot of ECW branded pay-per-views. I noticed. What's the reasoning for this? Like,
Well, always been a big fan of the ECW brand. Just figured helps keep their tradition alive too.
hell yeah, and Impact Zone Wrestling has really grown since its inception. You've had different title changes, you've had many of titles, you've had many of people come in and out, and it seems like your rosters are just getting more wild by the day, and it seems like you have your champions defending quite a bit, not just like once a week, but like sometimes 2 times a week.
Yeah, I like to have fighting champions. There may be some weeks here and there that maybe only one or two titles are defended. Then who knows? Maybe the next week it could be all the titles.
Indeed, indeed, indeed. Freaking, we're hoping to see more of that and hoping to see more of what you're doing. Have you had a favorite match that you competed in so far in ICW?
Uh, as far as my match wise, I say probably one of my toughest was Jay Jin. That one was pretty good, close.
Jay Jin is also known as the Ghost, and he is a former world champion in your company, a 2-time, I believe.
Indeed, he may just be on his way back to it too.
A lot of people are gunning for that world title. You recently had Eddie hold that world title. Hello, hello, welcome, Wolfina. The boss lady is here. Freaking, she's here supporting. Freaking, what was I talking about? Oh yeah. What like with the JJN going after the world title, and then you had Eddie, and then you had you gone after the title yourself, and you've had KD and a few others in Travell. Do you have a guess of who the world title is going to go to next, or do you think it's going to stay on the current champion?
As far as I know, the current world champion, anybody that knows him knows he's no stranger to gold. So I have a feeling he may hold on to it for a little while.
That does remain to be seen, because it seems like I've said before, you have had a lot of title changes and a lot of fighting champions on IZW, and you recently came over to WAE. Is that correct?
Yes, indeed.
And it's like one of your, actually, speaking of this next man that just joined the fray, hello, KD, King Dominator. I was actually going to ask, that rivalry between you and KD, what can you tell me about that?
Well, most of our fights have been over in RCW, but this man, probably after, I don't know. I mean, our first match was good, and he kind of caught my eye, and then our second match happened, and he started getting my respect. He's a tough guy. He definitely knows how to fight.
Indeed, he does, and I just had him on the podcast here not too long ago, actually talking about you and his time in other companies as well. And it seems you guys seem to be going to the same companies, and like WAE with its coming up pay-per-view, freaking what do you have in store for that? Do you? I know you probably don't know what the match you're in, but like freaking what do you have in store? Welcome, Christopher. Been a long time.
As long as there's violence, it's gonna be crazy no matter what.
And in WAE, I know it's known for its violence. As you know, if you saw, I had Wolfina on here not too long ago, and you faced Wolfie Hellion. Like those are two top names. And
Absolutely.
yeah, you went through them. Like freaking you took down the Hellion too, and Hellion's no easy task. I miss you too, man. Much love.
You want to be the best, you got to beat the best, they say.
Exactly. That is a true fact. That is a very true fact. I can say a lot of you guys have gone towards like that you couldn't imagine, and I know that you're not per se human. What I've heard. What
Indeed.
That's what I've been told. You're not human. You're a vampire demon. Please don't suck my blood.
No, you're safe.
Okay. Oh, good lord.
I got my fix before our talk.
Huh? What's up?
I got my fix before we have our talk.
For sure.
Oh yeah.
Understood. I'll be sure to make sure I'll give you some blood packages in the mail. And, oh, did you see the comment down here? I doubt Wolfie is done. Wouldn't surprise me to see her try again. Laugh out loud.
Bring it on.
And you've never really faced as much women, have you, per se? This is like your first kind of time doing so.
Yeah, pretty much.
And Wolfie is no slouch. She can hang with the men just as well as anybody. And apparently, what I've been hearing, who knows? Could be more to join in the future. Maybe it could just be the ones you have now. But like, again, the only one that's on there is Wolfie, and you went through her and the Hellion, like I said, two dominant competitors known here in WAE. And oh yeah, everybody's wanting this Wolfie versus Jack match again. Ooh,
Make it happen.
you know what? I will just have to talk to Eddie. I mean, actually, speaking of Eddie, him, and that clown guy you hang around with are very close. I heard.
Oh yeah, definitely. For a while.
What was that, and what was this? Why? I noticed you're still cool with them, but what is this new faction you brought in?
The Shield of Justice?
Yeah. Like I noticed that you brought them in, but you're very close with Eddie and Mike still.
Well, Damien and Chuck are my brothers, and me and Damien have, ever since we were younger, we've never really seen eye to eye. But within the past few months, we've kind of worked out a little bit of our problems, and we worked a little bit together. Right now, it's more him and Chuck working together right now, and I'm kind of doing my own thing, but if they need me, I could be there.
Indeed. You also have a wife and a daughter that also do this, and a son, if I'm correct.
Yep, but my son doesn't go by his last name, but he's an IZW as of right now.
Only IZW?
Yep, as of right now, he's only an IZW.
What brought him in so late, if you don't mind my own? I noticed that it seems like Isabella has been in there a while, Britt has been in there a while, Damien has been in there a while, you've been in there a while, but him, he's new.
Well, he's always been kind of like me. He's kind of been more or less the outcast, the problem child, and he was getting in a lot of trouble. So I kind of brought him into my training session that I do, and he didn't do too bad. So I figured I'd give him a shot.
If I won't get slapped or hurt or murdered for this question, what do you do for your training?
Not very much. Not on my end anyway. My training more or less happens in the ring, but if it was as far as training, it's almost like any normal person training at a gym. I mean, instead of punching bags, there's glass, there's barbed wire, tacks.
The violence, the blood, the fans thrive on that, and you thrive on that. Your whole family thrives on that. And Britt Graves has been killing it on the Vixen's Flames of WAE and everywhere else she has gone to. And now she's coming to the pay-per-view with you in WAE. Who knows? Maybe a mixed tag match could happen down the line. The two dominant competitors of both brands that are already husband and wife come together against, I don't know, maybe two people that are on the top brand close. You know what I'm saying? That would be cool.
Oh yeah, we work well together. She's learned very well from me.
Respect. So you've taught your whole family practically, even Damien.
Damien, we used to train a little bit together back in our day.
What, if I might ask, if this is not too personal, if you want me to just move on, what happened between you and Damien originally? Like, why did you guys feud for so long?
Yeah, it was more or less on his end. He shut up. He always called me more of like a mommy's boy, a daddy's boy, but in reality, I was more the outcast of the family. I was the black sheep. But he always tried to make everything about him, and I didn't like it. And after that, we kind of went our different ways.
Okay. Oh, look who's here, Mr.
Mister, gotta catch 'em all.
Yeah, freaking, who knows? Maybe he could be on the podcast someday. Who knows? Freaking, there's a lot of people that could be on this podcast, but freaking, can I just say it's an honor to have Mr. Jack Graves be here and let us know about. It seems like you're the spokesperson for the family, in a sense. So freaking, I just want to say thank you again.
That's no problem.
You have anything planned coming up for ICW? Like before the year is out?
At the moment, currently, now just defending more or less. Going to try to defend my hardcore title. I want to hold on to that.
Okay.
If I do end up losing it at some point, maybe I'll go back after it. Maybe I'll switch paths and go for something else. I'm not sure at this moment.
Understood. Do you have a favorite, like top few favorite rivalries you would like to talk about?
Well, like you've mentioned before, me and KD have had a damn good
Okay.
rivalry. Me and J Jin, we also had a pretty decent rivalry when we were going at it.
Any like
But
any one?
I will say this: since the last show of Fight Night that just happened, interesting things are coming.
Oh, oh. You hear that, people? You heard it from him himself. Surprises yet to come. And who knows what could happen. IZW, I know, is known for its unpredictability like WAE, but freaking, I can't wait to see it. I think everybody else can't wait to see it. And I know KD just said, only title I held so far in ICW was the hardcore title, so I'm still honored I won my first title there. It took a minute, but I didn't give up. I continued to fight and finally achieve greatness in Jack's EFED IZW. It's an honor, boss man. That was directed towards you.
Boss Man's got some plans for you.
Anybody? What's up, big bro? Hello. That's my brother Dylan. Hello. Do you have anybody you want to face that you have never faced? Like, is there somebody you have not faced that you're like, whoa, well, we just lost Jack here. Everything good?
There we go.
Hello. You good?
There we go. There we go.
Dang.
We good.
All right. We good, man. We good. Oh, what was that? What was I just asking? I just spaced
Oh,
up.
but yeah. No, you asked if there was somebody I'd want to face.
Yeah.
I think I faced almost everybody. I mean, like I said, with this interest, with what's coming in this near future, it's going to be very interesting. And I already know I'm going to have a line of people after me when they figure out what's going on.
Okay. Understood. Well said. And you are to be feared, what I have been told, and not to be messed with or taken lightly. Now, me being a person backstage that does all this, you guys do all that freaking hardcore stuff in the ring, and you guys put your bodies on the line. And what it seems like, you guys will go fight all around the arena. Is there maybe like something that you're gonna make for ICW come in the future? Maybe like a new match type you want to give us an insight on?
I can say maybe the next show, maybe not that next show, maybe the one after. There's going to be a very, very interesting match coming. I will say that.
Ooh, got the good deeds. Ask the good questions. I'm hyped for that. I'm very excited to see what you have for that. Yeah, yeah, right there. Yep. Pepsi.
I'm drinking on some cheap cola.
All right, you do your cola, Jack. Cheers.
It's cold though, so I don't care.
Hey man, anything cold is good once it comes out. Let's just be real.
Hey,
All right. Got like a few more for you. Was there ever a time, like, what is it for you? What is most important besides just the violence and stuff? I know that the violence is probably the biggest thing when it comes to the ring. You don't care. You care about winning titles, but you don't care about winning titles. When you say you care more about violence, correct?
yeah, I just like the fight personally. The titles are just a bonus to me.
I like that answer. Good answer from that. I've been having a few people answer that, and freaking like the answers on that one. Thinking good answer. Well, you have captured everything. Practically, yeah. Is there something you've been wanting to capture? I noticed what I've heard from Eddie. There's something that's been eluding you in DPW. And you've been a top guy in DPW for a long time, but I've heard they will put you up there, but then they'll put you down. If you don't mind.
See, the thing that happens, I get up there in the ranks, I get my shot to go for a title, and I gotta fight 6, 7 other guys. It comes down to the end, and it's more or less just them picking the scraps.
When you say 6, 7 guys, do you mean one match? Like, or do you mean just all around you're just facing 6 or 7 guys each time?
No, like 6-man matches, 7-man matches. They stick to me.
You've never got a single shot.
No, not really.
I personally think you deserve a single shot. That's my personal opinion.
Honestly, the only title I've had in DPW is the United States title.
And you helped tag gold with Eddie at one, and you held the KO title on that brand. Yeah.
We might have.
Because I know that Eddie had the KO title, but then I believe one of you, I think it was one of you Insidious that has to go after it after that.
Yeah, I don't know. I've held so many titles, sometimes it's hard for me to remember.
Understood. I know, freaking. I hope you get a single shot for your DPW title. I get that. It's different when you're in a multi-person match compared to a singles match. But I know that you are also not a man to be like, oh, I don't care if it's a multi-man match or not. I'll just step in there with 5, 6 other guys, have a fun time duking out bitches.
Exactly. Kick some heads off.
And look who's it looks like Insidious is in the back here.
Insidious and Bullet.
Damn. Well, we have a whole bunch of people joining us here. We have the Wolfpack. What you guys are now. That's another question. The Wolfpack. You're still Wolfpack, yes, but you have your own little thing going. But what brought you into the Wolfpack, and what do you feel about it now? Honesty.
It started out over in Worlds Collide. I ended up having a match with Big Lou, and then I'd say maybe a week or 2 later, I got a message saying that he needed to have a conversation with me, and it just went from there. And we teamed up.
You were brought in by Big Lou, and you came alone?
No, Insidious was already in the group.
Okay.
He was. It was kind of him getting me into the group too.
Oh, okay. So you eventually got abducted by Big Lou thanks to Insidious.
Yeah, more or less.
What is your opinion, with all honesty and all bullshit aside, how do you feel about today?
What was that question?
How do you feel about the Wolf Pack today?
Very dominant, I will say that.
So I've been told that he likes to tell me all the time that he's the hype man, as you know. He likes to yell at my ears sometimes, and my ears go out. So it's wild sometimes. Freaking that man. He owes me some money sometimes, but freaking, he always pays me back and then scares me at night. I hate it, man. It's scary. Freaking. Nah, this is good.
He's not so bad.
I'm glad we got to know Jack Graves and what he's about and his feelings and what he's like. Freaking. I'm hoping that we get more of you on here in the future too. Like, I freaking hope that this is not the only time that we'll see you on here. And you have any for a closing call? What is your goals for 2025? I want to know what your goals is for you. I want to know what the goal is for Britt. I want to know what the goal is for the family. But
honestly, the goal is just to be dominant as always. I mean, make the people's blood drain, I will say.
You like your blood?
Oh, absolutely. Even if it's my own blood.
Dad, give me the milk.
You don't mind bleeding yourself, I've noticed. You've been freaking through wars, like you said. You've had many of opponents, and you've faced, like you said, Big Lou, you faced your own brethren before.
Indeed.
You've had wars with Insidious.
Oh, yeah. That boy, he may not be the biggest guy, but he's pretty brutal.
Very effective man, just like you said. Freaking, I would have to say that was really most of the best I have for you this moment. But like I said, I really hope we see you more out here in the future. You know, I'm doing more lives, and actually speaking, I need you to watch the live that's coming on tonight when you can. And I know that you're a sleeper. I know you like to keep your sleep. But freaking, somebody has something for you. That's all I can say.
Okay.
Just tune in.
Interesting.
Yeah. I won't say who, but it'll be somebody. Like, I have 3 interviews, so you'll see. But yeah, stay tuned, brother. But thank you for coming on. Thank you for letting us get to know who Jack is, letting us get to know who some of your family is. We hope to see more of you on here in the future, and we can't wait to see what ICW brings, what you do with WAE, DW, and even Worlds Collide with its return. Yeah, bro. Thank you for coming on and joining us. You have a nice night.
You too, and I got one last thing to say. It's a pleasure being here, and make sure you check out the show Tuesday to see what's going to be happening.
Right there. You heard it, folks, from the ICW man himself. Stay tuned, please. Thank you.
Hey, the friends. It's time.
Speaking of which, this was Jack's interview, but I do want to say one more thing. We do got a show coming back that'll help promote. Worlds Collide is coming back. It's been hyping up for weeks. It's coming back. That's all I can really say. Don't know matches. Don't know who's going to be in what, but we shall see. But until that time, stay tuned. And stay tuned for my next guest later on. That's really the best I can say right now. Hope y'all have a good night. I'm going to go get drunk off Pepsi. I'm just kidding. You can't get drunk off Pepsi. Peace.